When we fix our eyes on Jesus, this creates faith, hope, and confidence. I feel like the Lord the other day was telling me to fix your eyes on me. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about 3 things to help you keep your eyes on Jesus no matter what you're going through, so that you can grow your faith and trust and belief in Him. So in this season that you're in, I want to encourage you to keep your eyes on Him, to fix your eyes on Him. And I'm going to share and break down some scripture so that you can see what that looks like practically, so you can see what to do and what not to do. So no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it is, no matter what it is you're going through, we will continue to fix our eyes on Jesus and His Word. So let's talk about it. Number 1, unbelief becomes great faith. If there's anywhere in your life right now where you have unbelief, could it be that your eyes are not fixed on Jesus? And we see where Jesus had a great encounter with someone who had genuine faith, but he needed help with his unbelief. And this father came to Jesus asking for his help because his son was possessed by an unclean spirit. And we see this in Mark chapter 9, 22 through 24. And it says, "But if you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us." And Jesus said to him, "If you can, all things are possible for one who believes." Immediately the father of the child cried out and said, "I believe, help my unbelief." Sometimes we have unbelief, not because we doubt God, but because we are trying to protect ourselves from disappointment. This was a really big breakthrough for me, because I've been there so many times where I've been trying to protect myself from disappointment. So I just chose not to believe, or just chose not to do something. But that changes today. We want to invite Jesus to help our unbelief, to help us so that we can fully trust Him and keep our eyes on Him no matter what we're going through. This isn't about forcing belief. This isn't about forcing faith, but it's about being vulnerable and asking Him to help us. Your unbelief will now become great faith. Just a little personal story for me, just recently, I was going through a little phase where I was really trying to force my belief and force my faith around things that I was praying and hoping for. And then the Lord revealed to me, this isn't genuine faith. This isn't how He wanted me to operate, because it's not coming from the heart. When you truly believe, when you truly trust the Lord, it comes from the heart. And this was a big breakthrough moment for me. And this is where I was able to let go of the things that I was hoping for. And I was just, I was submitting it to God and saying, this is in your hands. But here's what I realized. I don't need to force anything, because when I truly trust the Lord, the fruit of that is faith and belief. So ask Him to help you. Ask Him and invite Him into your life so that you can fully trust Him and believe in Him, so that you can keep your eyes fixed on Him. Number 2, fix your eyes on Jesus. So we see where Peter was able to walk on water. Why was he able to walk though? He had his eyes on Jesus. So wherever you are in this season, no matter how shaky things are, no matter how tough it is, you can get through it by fixing your eyes on Jesus, just like Peter did. So where are you in this season of your life? Are you walking on water? This is a season of faith with your eyes on Jesus. Or are you sinking? This is where you're living in fear and you're looking at the things around you. Matthew 14, 29 through 31 says, He said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately reached out his hand and took hold of him, saying to him, "Oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt?" Your situation is a lot like Peter walking on water. He sank because of the storm around him. And your situation is no different. Your storm is going to be different though. Your storm might be your finances, your business, your health, relationships. Maybe it's fear, doubt, the future. Whatever it is, we need to keep our eyes on the Lord. And here's what I noticed. A lot of the times that we sink is because we worry. And we worry about the things we can't control. And that is in the form of fear. So that might be bringing up questions like, what if this happens? What if I can't pay bills? What if I can't do this or that? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Those are questions based around fear. Those are questions based around things you're trying to control that are completely out of your control. This is why we need to keep our eyes on Jesus, because he will guide us through it. We don't need to focus on things we can't control. but we need to keep our eyes on him so that no matter what's going on around us, we're unfazed and we're able to walk on water. Number 3 is trust. This is something that the Lord has been really revealing to me and what it means to trust him, to fully depend on him. And I've learned a lot. And as I said at the beginning of this video, that when we truly trust him, faith and belief will follow. When we can truly believe that all of our needs are going to be met, when we can truly believe that he's going to take care of us, trusting him is easy. And I believe that for me in my personal life, trusting him has become so easy in the midst of my storms. And I hope that it encourages you so that you can fully trust him too and come with total faith and conviction, keeping your eyes on him no matter what kind of storms you're in. So I want to go to a story in the book of Exodus where we see the Israelites. They did not truly trust the Lord. And because of that, they didn't enter the promised land. And that is crazy to me. But here's what's even crazier. They turned an 11-day journey into 40 years, all because they couldn't trust the Lord. Like, that is crazy to me. But Hebrews chapter 3, verses 18 and 19, and it tells us that the Israelites did not enter God's rest because of their disobedience and unbelief. And it says here, "And to whom did he swear that they would not enter his rest? But to those who were disobedient." We see that they were unable to enter because of unbelief. It actually goes deeper than that. The Greek meaning behind the word disobedience means willful unbelief. They willfully chose not to believe and trust God, which is crazy to think about because they saw all of these miracles, right? And then in verse 19, it says that they had unbelief. But here's the thing. Unbelief is the root. Disobedience was the fruit. Unbelief precedes disobedience. So their failure to enter God's rest, the promised land, wasn't because of their sinful actions, wasn't because of their lack of miracles or evidence, and it wasn't because of discouragement or tough circumstances. It was their refusal to trust God. Like, that's insane to think about because that is the purpose of our walk. Like, we just need to trust the Lord. Their unbelief manifested as rebellion. So unbelief, remember this, unbelief is a sin. And that sin leads to other sin as well. Their sin wasn't just bad behavior. It was sin of not trusting God. Because they didn't trust God, they rebelled. So the message here is to keep your eyes on the Lord and trust him. Truly trust him, because when you trust him, the storms around you, no matter what you're going through, it's not going to matter because the Lord is going to guide you through it. So the season you're in right now, the season you're about to go into, your unbelief will become great faith. The storms around you keeps your eyes on Jesus, and you choose to trust and believe him. I felt like this was a really timely message that the Lord revealed to me, and it's just reminding me to keep my eyes on him because my wife and I are going through a storm, but my trust is in the Lord, and I've learned so much when it comes to trust, and I want you to experience that trust, because when you trust in the Lord, you experience peace that surpasses all understanding. The storms you're in don't even matter at that point because your trust is in the Lord. So I just hope that this blesses you and inspires you to keep trusting the Lord and fix your eyes on Jesus. And then if you found this valuable, subscribe to the channel for more content. I teach faith-based content, teaching you how to grow your faith and business following biblical principles. So if you like that kind of content, be sure to subscribe and then give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Also, let me know down in the comments what resonated with you. What principle, what scripture, what really stood out to you? I'd really love to know about your thoughts on this as well. Now, before you go, I posted a video recently called "It Took Me 29 Years to Understand This About Faith." And I talk about the psychology behind faith, so be sure to check that out. I hope it blesses you, and I'll see you in the next video.